guys. I've been sitting here and reading the scriptures this morning, and my thoughts sometimes lead me down a rabbit hole of thinking, and I can't remember what brought me to it, but I got thinking about when things come up in your life and they feel like a mountain to you, unmovable. And I think we all go through that. I think that's part of our growth, especially as a Christian. And the sky's the limit on the struggles we find ourselves in. It just seems like there is no hope. But let me tell you, there's always hope. And just other struggles, I think, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Well, we need to change our way of thinking and start learning to first pray to God, but learn to surrender ourselves to God. Because if you think of it, sometimes that's the only way God can help us, is He's just waiting on us to surrender so He can step in and help us. And to surrender oneself, it's really hard. It goes against the flesh. The worldly flesh wants to fight against that because it wants to be number one. But we have to learn to surrender and defeat the flesh. And through faith, to say, here it is, Lord, take over. And that allows Him, and that's turning it over to Him. That's giving Him the reins, putting Him in the driver's seat to come in and move that mountain for you. So I went on the internet. Google does have its good uses. And I was looking for scripture about surrender. And it brought me to Proverbs chapter 3. And I'm going to read that to you. It's chapter 3, verses 5 through 8. It says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to the bones. So by surrendering, we're allowing God to come in and have His will done. And the thing about asking the Lord for help with a situation, He has the ability to see a lot further down the road than we do. And sometimes those things we're praying that we need help with or need are not things that are beneficial to us or may be trouble or a problem for us down the road. So we don't have a way of knowing that. But by surrendering and turning it all over to God, that gives Him the full authority over us and allow His will be done. And He can detour us from those dangers of things that we don't need. Or, that maybe isn't beneficial to us or could possibly lead to heartache for us. So when you surrender, you've got to have the faith and you've got to trust into Him, in His wisdom, that He will choose the best choice and do the best things for you. And so that points down to that verse 8, it shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones. In other words, the Lord will strengthen you and protect you and make you stronger. You got to surrender it all, and it's so hard. It's hard to just turn everything over and faith believing, saying, Lord, let your will be done and not mine. This is what I need, but I trust you to do the choosing for me, what's best in this situation. But anyway, I hope it was a little encouragement. Everybody's struggling right now. And, you never really know the burdens and the strife that somebody else is going through. So, a lot of people might come across as being hateful, or they go around with a mean look, or, you know, we just don't know what that person's going through. And it may not just be a physical thing, it might be a mental thing, anything, you know, sickness, whatever. So don't be too quick to run somebody down, because we truly don't know what each person's going through. But I just thought I would share that with you, and I hope it's an encouragement to you. I've got a Walmart order coming soon. They're filling my order right now. Ordered some things I'm going to try to cook for the 4th of July. I'm not going to do traditional cooking out and grilling. I did that last year, and I just don't have the strength and energy to do things like I used to. I get out there early of the morning, and I would get my sides all cooked and things going on the stove, and meantime out there on the grill slapping steaks and burgers and whatever I might have at the time, and having it all ready by 12. I can't do that anymore. So I'm going to go for an easier route, and I'm going to try to take some shortcuts this week to make, when 4th of July rolls around, it's just very simple to get everything ready. And hopefully we'll have a good meal. But I'm waiting on my Walmart order, and good Lord's willing, I'll try to share that Walmart order with you. And it's not a real big haul, but I'll show you what all I ordered this time, and try to get it all put away, and we'll move on with the video. Give us Tim.
Put that in my pocket, okay.
No.
This guy, I can't get away from him.
I know. I've been stuck with him for years.
Oh God, I don't know how you do it.
I know, it's tough life. Okay, y'all, got it all packed in here. So let's get started with my Walmart haul. I have some of my splash water, grape flavor. Let me see, let's get this out of the way. They still have the Walmart cash available in their app for this Persil laundry detergent. I think it was like $4 cash back, Walmart cash. And that brings it down, it brings it down towards no more expensive than like the Gain and different things, if I looked at it right. I love this brand. It's pricey though, but it's good. I got some parchment paper. I bought some clear plastic forks. That will help cut down on having to wash so many dishes and silverware. And to go along with that, I got 2 of these platter plates. I like these better. They just give you so much more room to put all your food. I don't like those foam plates with the dividers. That's what a lot of my family wants to use, but I don't care for them. These are heavy duty, so they hold up better too. Let's see. I got some aluminum foil. Apparently I got 2 things. One's the heavy duty and one's the regular. Okay. I remember adding to my cart a couple of times, and I thought I had eliminated one because I was comparing prices and stuff. I got them both, but that's okay. They'll keep. And I needed some AAA batteries. Let's see. Now, I think I've got most of the dry stuff, or the non-grocery things, already out of the way. So we'll start with our groceries now. A little can of tomato paste. I found a recipe online for some Coney hot dog sauce. I'm going to try that. I bought this twin pack of pie crust, 2 containers of Cool Whip. I'm going to try to fix a chocolate pie. I found this on this feller's website. I can't remember exactly the name of his channel, but he had a chocolate pie on there. Him and his wife, I guess, used to run a restaurant. and it looked delicious. So I'm going to try his pie, and that's why I bought those 2 crusts. I'll put his channel name on the screen there. They've got so many good recipes on there. You all check them out. And then I needed some white granulated sugar, a dozen of eggs. None of them got cracked, so that's good. A bag of these cheddar chips and sour cream and onion. That's all going to be put up for 4th of July dinner. Most of the stuff is to prepare that. I probably already said that. I repeat myself so much. I'm sorry, y'all. I got this 16 count, I think it is, of the beef hot dog wieners. I'm just going to fix them in the oven. I'm not even going to put on a grill. I don't feel like doing all that this year. And you know, it's okay to keep things simple and, you know, take your shortcuts where you get them. The main thing is it's an opportunity for family to get together and enjoy one another. And that's really what it's about. I got 2 containers of this pre-made potato salad. I always like to get the one that says mustard on it. Then I got this jumbo thing of chicken breast. I'm going to be preparing those for our dinner. And last but not least, I didn't need this. This was just a want. But I got this set of mixing bowls. It's just the Mainstays brand. But I like these because they're so lightweight. I'm all about the lightweight stuff anymore. So that's my Walmart haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got to get out. I still need to get some pop and a few other things. I'd like to get some of the little paper plates for desserts. So I'm going to look into that, and then I think I'll pretty well be set. You all, I did not make it out to go to the store at all. I stepped outside and the humidity is so bad today, and it's supposed to be like it all week this week here in Kentucky. So the humidity, it sucks your energy out. So I was already like having doubts just walking to the car. Well, I get in the car and my little sensor says 0 pressure in one tire. I'm like, uh-oh. So I get out and look, and on the back I had a completely flat tire. So I was like, that's my sign. I just need to stay in today. Maybe later of the evening or get out earlier in the morning before it gets hot this week. I'll try to get the rest of what I needed. But I ain't felt good since I've been back in the house. That's how bad the humidity is. But anyway, I thought it would be real nice and handy to have my measuring spoons hanging up on a hook where I could just get the sizes as needed instead of fumbling around in the drawer and trying to find the right one. That runs me batty having to dig for something. So I went on Amazon and I found this little, well, like a little rack, I guess. It's got little hangers on it. And I got a 2-pack, and they weren't very expensive at all. And they come with these little sticky tabs that you just hang on your wall, and they have like a little hanger there that you put like on your little rack. So hopefully those will stick good to the wall. But I thought that would work good for my measuring spoons. So I'm going to try to get that hung on the wall right now. So I'm going to use the line of the brick in this wallpaper as a guide. And I think probably about right there would work fine. I don't want it too high up. Well, I guess it would actually be alright right there, wouldn't it? Because the measuring spoons is going to hang down here, and that way it wouldn't be knocking my oven mitts. So maybe I'll do that instead. So let's see. I'm going to try to hook these onto the rack before I take the tape off. Okay. And then I'll hang it right about the end. So let's get them hung up there. So there is my little rack. Now let's start hanging the hooks. This one goes over here. There. That worked out just right. I love it. I love it. And I've got an extra one of these to do whatever I want with, because it came like a 2-pack. I'll link these down in the description box below. I love it. I had a set of these measuring spoons, but they had the rubber part on them, and I was afraid that they wouldn't set right on these little hooks. So I found this set here. It was really cheap. I'll link those too. Maybe $5. I just like, hey, I'll go ahead and use these, and I can always give the others to my daughter-in-law and let her have a good set. I love these little, I guess they're like rectangle shaped instead of the typical round ones, because they get down in those little spice jars a lot easier and better than them round ones. And I like these because they got a longer handle. Good morning, you guys. I'm sitting here. It's a Wednesday morning. The humidity has been horrible here in Kentucky. I've got my air conditioner going already. Actually, we left it running all night last night. It's just been so hot here in Kentucky this week. I don't know if you could see it or not, but I wanted to show you that humidity that's stuck to my windows. It's so bad you can't even see out the windows. Ignore my old janky blind. We've had that thing for years, and it's seen its better days. It's gotten where it don't even want to work no more, going up and down. Just slap worn out, as they say. I'd like to get me 2 individual blinds one of these days when I get ahead and put up there and take that old one down. But yeah, it's gonna be another scorcher here in Kentucky. How's the weather in your all's neck of the woods? I'm going to try to go to the farmer's market this morning and see if I can find me some fresh vegetables before they sell out. But y'all have a blessed day. Well, I made it back from the farmer's market. I went into town this morning, and sadly there was just one table set up for the farmer's market today. I don't know if that's normal. I mean, I remember before there'd be like several vendors, you know, with their fruits and vegetables, but they had the one table and they didn't have a whole lot. I don't know if people got there earlier than I did, and I was there probably around, it wasn't quite 8:30 yet. And so they just had a few things left on their table to sell, but I did get a couple things from them. I got some of the summer squash. They had those 3 for $1. And then I did find a couple of red tomatoes. this one's not real red, so I figured it might, I'd save it to last to eat it and allow it time to ripen up a little bit, and I can go ahead and have this one any time. So then I went on in the next town over, and they had several people set up with their little vegetable and fruit stands, and they weren't with what we call the normal farmers market around here. That's set up on down the road, and they don't open till about 2 in the afternoon. So I didn't want to wait around because it's already hot. But I did find some good vegetables there. I found 2 peaches, a green pepper, a head of cabbage. I just had to give $2 for that head of cabbage, and a handful of these little snacking cucumbers, and then this big bunch of green beans. I'm going to string and break these up and have them setting aside for 4th of July when we have our little dinner over here. I'm going to fix those. Now the watermelon and the cantaloupe I got at my local grocery store. And I think I was supposed to got this watermelon for $2.77, but I don't think that girl allowed me time to plug in my phone number to get my discount. I actually give like $3.77, which is okay because I think the last one I paid was like $5, so you know, it's okay. And then I got this big cantaloupe. I think it was $2 or $3, and I didn't think that was too bad. So yeah, that was my little fruit and veggie haul. I was sitting here editing my video and realized I hadn't closed it out. I was talking to my daughter-in-law just a minute ago. She sent me a picture of little Maple, my little grandpuppy. She let her in the house because it's so hot outside, and she's the cutest little thing. But she said she didn't want to come in, which surprised me because it's just so hot out there. I said, well, if she stays out there any longer, we're going to have to throw her down in a hot dog bun and call her done. But I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. I thank you all for watching. I enjoy talking to each and every one of you. It thrills me every time I see a comment. You make having a YouTube channel fun, and I just want y'all to know that I really appreciate you. I'm going to be getting this house cleaned up and ready for company for the 4th of July, and if I can keep it on my brain, I'll try to make a little video clip of what I make for the 4th of July. But y'all stay in, stay cool, and stay safe. Until next time, guys.